This story is about the goody two shoes little young Ollie, a blonde boy that has too much struggles, as if no one ever let him rest. An absolute sweetheart that's lacking some friends, so we can call him a dog. Ollie is a little dreamer. He always dreams about everything in class. Today is no different than that. When his teacher was busy talking something about calculating, he doodled happily in his sketchbook. His happiness didn't last long though, because after the teacher realized he didn't pay any attention to her, she immediately scolded him loudly in the middle of the class. Of course, his classmates backlaid loudly, making Ollie's face red in embarrassment as he sank himself into his seat shyly. I mean, how does the other able to listen to her? Don't they imagine a dinosaur in the middle of the class or a shark in the ceiling? You can never understand this, ever. Ollie will always try to see his day as sunshine and rainbows, even though he actually suffered from a lot of things. Some of his friends picking on him, no problem. Most of the school talking shit about him, no problem. Coming home with bruises all over his body, well, for that one, it's a bit stinks, but he supposes it's alright. Sometimes he cried a little in the bathroom due to how hurt his bleeding arm was, but he was just being dramatic, right? One day, when Ollie began his tiny little walk to the cafeteria while holding his lunchbox heavily, he saw a random blonde boy sitting in his favorite seat. Oh, how shocked he was when he see another boy sitting there. Ollie sighed when he realized his favorite seat was taken by a stranger. But after some time, he just giving up and ended up approaching the boy. The boy had a dusty blonde hair and a pair of green eyes, and he also got a few scars all over his face. He's a new student here. His clothes. Appearance is a little bit like Ollie, but the difference is the eyes. Ollie's eyes are blue, not green. They shine a little. And little young Ollie gained a new friend. Turns out his name is Kenny. He said he got here because he got a fight with a senior before. Ollie was just silently listening, happy to get a new friend. After their first meeting, every time Ollie's head get banged hard to the locker, like usual, Kenny will always be there to help him scare off the bully. At first, Kenny was also bullied for being friends with Ollie, but after he fights back and beaten up the bully, they could never messing with him ever again. Ollie always praised him about it ever since, and Kenny didn't mind the huge attention he got from Ollie. Day goes by and the two boys began to get closer and closer. Kenny's existence made Ollie realize how it feels like to have a real friend. He never ever feel lonely after Kenny's appearance. Even though the boys aren't in the same class, they will always hang out in the cafeteria or after school. Sometimes Ollie's mom would cook something and he will bring it over to Kenny, which Kenny will do gladly. Ollie's condition is still like before, but at the very least, he got Kenny now. Whenever Kenny sees Ollie still helping the bullies, he always huff and goes on rant about how foolish Ollie was. Ollie will just shrug it off and laugh a bit, not taking it seriously. Kenny had planted a lot of gorgeous flowers in Ollie's school year, leaving a joyful memory for Ollie to remember. Ollie will always be grateful for that. Ollie swore to pay Kenny back no matter what. For him, Kenny is like an angel sent for only him. But for the other, Kenny is like the embodiment of a trouble. Kenny will always be a blessing for Ollie, despite of other people think. It's not like he cares about it anyway. Little that both of the boys know, Ollie will pay Kenny back with the same kindness in the future.